working with Goldberg, you guys have a badass match. And then
let me tell you behind the scene thing.
Okay. This is what my people want to hear behind the scene.
Behind the scene, he don't want to miss the spear. Now, 3 weeks out, I'm worried because Billy, we're off the road. We're on the road all the time, and we don't get to work on the road.
Hey, let's talk about that. How often were you guys? I mean, because man, we were swinging it down in WWF. It was out of 30 days, probably on the road. 25, 26.
Absolutely. Yep. And if I wasn't doing that, I was doing the Tonight Show, I was doing Hollywood Squares. I was always doing something.
Right.
So I was home like maybe 2 or 3 days a week.
So you guys are busting ass.
But now I've cut that shit back because I know I can't go out there and steal the show as green as he is. I'll just have another match like he's had with everybody else. So I want him to come down to Power Plant where we started and start to just roll through some stuff just to show him some stuff. And the big thing was, Billy, you've never missed a spear. You got to miss the spear. He goes, I can't miss the spear. I go, you got to trust me on this. When you hit me with it, it's going to be fucking huge. He goes, how do I miss the spear? So I come up with a couple different ways. And then one time I'm explaining to him, I'm laying in the ropes the way I would do with my arms over the top rope.
Yeah, scarecrow.
Yeah, right. And I go, you come at me. And you come at me, I'll be gone. And if you watch that match, watch it back. He comes at me, I boot him, he sets it up, and he comes running. Man, he did not want me to miss the spear.
He did not want to
miss that spear. He came, I miss him by fucking
cut hair.
A cut hair. Exactly. It might have been a calf of cut hair.
Yeah.
And he keeps going because he's Bill, and it's got to be real to Bill. And that's what got Bill over too.
Right.
But he hit his shoulder so hard on the post. Boom, he goes down, right? So I bring him in, and now you'll see I go to pick him up. He don't get up. So I grab a hold. Because I know he's blowing sky high right now. And
blowing sky high hurt.
He's hurt.
Okay.
And he's blowing up.
Yeah.
He's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
He's a little bit of both. So now we get to the end, and now, he misses, he gets the spear. Now, pay attention here, big time. Because when someone like a Bill Goldberg is coming with that spear, if you don't take your own bump, you're fucked. He cracked Big Show's sternum by hitting that big fucker because Big Show ain't taking that kind of bump for him at that time. So he's going through everybody, and he was, 169 170 100. They kept getting bigger and bigger. I'm talking about 400, 450, 500-pound guys. None of those guys are flat backing. So he's spearing them. He's shooting. When he gets to me, and he's going to get this spear, and he's so pissed he's missed the first, he's still in his head. He comes at me, bro. I am a napkin. You don't even feel me. By the time he goes through, and his head goes all the way through and almost pulled what you did with Owen. His head hits the mat first, then my body. So I don't know it, but he's out. So, I know he's going to pick me up so I can go to do the gimmick, and I'm going to drop behind him and diamond cut him. But he ain't really, you could tell he's a little day street, but I think he's just selling.
Right.
He pops up, he does that, and he picks me up, and he puts me down. I'm thinking, fuck, he's really selling, because I don't know he's on Queer Street.
Yeah.
Right?
That simply means he's almost knocked out.
Right. He don't know where he's at. He's in a dream. But he's so in the game that he can move on autopilot.
Yeah.
I go up, drop behind him, hit him with diamond car, fucking place explodes. I'm waiting 10 seconds to get there because I know he's kicking out, right?
Yeah.
But he's going to kick out.
That's a creative liberty you take when you hit that big finish and you want to protect it. But you're walking a razor blade, because if you take too long, the crowd ain't gonna buy into it. They know what you're doing. You're buying time.
Yeah.
So it's really, you got to make the right judgment call on the timing.
Absolutely.
Protect the finish, but also keep the fans hanging.
And at the same time, you got to remember that I just took the spear.
Right.
And
so you got something to sell.
I've got really something to sell. So finally I acquired.
You really have something to sell.
I really have something to sell. But I don't, because he ain't hurt me. He's hurt himself.
Yeah.
And when I fucking lay my arm on him, I'm expecting the 1, 2,
Yeah.
It goes 1, 2, and he kicks out. And I was like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I was so pissed.
Because if you guys follow the story, man, a kick out on 2, something as spectacular as what has just happened is wrestling dog shits. That's a 2 9/10.
Yes,
That's the kick out.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's like
that's what you're looking for.
where the ref might have fucked up.
Yeah.
Still didn't count, So, we go into the deal. Then I go to do something to him. He reverse hits me. Jackhammer takes you up. Ends me 1, 2, 3. We come to the back, and fucking I walk up. I go, Billy. I go, awesome match, dude. But why the fuck would you kick that on 2? He goes, D, I don't remember anything coming up to that spear. I don't remember anything. Shoot, but I know it's happened to me, so I just gave a hug and said, well, it was a fucking damn good match, bro. Now, another behind-the-scenes story. Dusty Rhodes pulls me over before the match. Afternoon.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know what I'm doing, what's going, what the finish is, all that shit. And Dusty pulls me aside. And, Dusty's my mentor. Without Dusty Rhodes, there is no Diamond Dallas Page. He's before Jake. He's before anybody. He did everything for me in the beginning. It was my mentor and brother throughout it all, still is today.
Yeah.
And he pulled me over and said, kid, come here. I was talking to Bischoff, and I said to him, do we really want to do this? D's ready. I go, you talk to Bischoff about putting a strap on me? He goes, last chance. He said, this is your time. He goes, I want him to know it. And what Bischoff said, because, Goldie needed to be beat, but he didn't need to. Mine would have been probably the best way, because he'd have taken it off me the fucking next pay-per-view. Right. And then I'm out of shit. And people would have bought it, as opposed to a taser or whatever that stupid thing was. But at that time, that weekend is coming out on the cover of Entertainment Weekly, wearing the world title with his hands on his hips. He's a TV guy. He's everywhere wearing the title. So Bischoff didn't want to confuse the marketing. Right. Which I think it would have been better, but, it is what it is. And, I was so thankful to have that match. It's one of my favorite 5 matches.
But see, that's a case where, it'd been great to have the strap right then, but the match helped you.
Oh, yeah.
More than it hurt. The loss did not hurt you.
No, it didn't at all.
Yeah, a ball buster of a match, and the fact that, he's Goldberg.
Yes.
And anybody positioned correctly, the outcome really doesn't matter. It's academic. Doesn't matter, yes. Doesn't matter, no.
No. And the biggest thing was, everyone always says, you had the best match Goldberg ever had. And Bill will say, and what was really cool, because I'm really good friends with Jericho now,
is he still doing DDP yoga?
Oh, dude, he's the biggest advocate ever. I mean, he does.
Well, tell me the story.
So Chris and Jericho, Chris and Goldberg had that gimmick in the backstage. I don't know whatever happened, but what that was about.
Yeah.
But, if it was the angle shoot, you don't know that. We don't know. They know. But, they had a hell of a match. And Bill called me after that match. And he said, I just want to thank you for what you taught me back then and how important certain things were. He goes, because me and Jericho just had a hell of a match. Right. And he called me and thanked me. And I was like, wow. That was like so cool.